Hello everyone, this is ABcreative. In today's episode I'm going to paint a sister to my mermaid, the mermaid that I did last week. So the mermaid was pretty popular, especially on my Instagram account, so I've decided to make another lady, but this time using a different technique, and it's going to be much simpler. I hope you are going to enjoy it. I'm starting the edge with scarlet red. Just trying to coat the background, starting with red and orange and a bit of yellow. I'm only going to cover half a canvas because then I'll do some pouring here. This is my second color, Cadmium Orange by Cassart. This would look like a bit of like colors from Reddit. I'm blending the border. I think I'm going to add a bit of yellow to make the orange a bit lighter. This is lemon yellow. So this is already dry. Now I'm going to make this portrait in a different way than the previous one. If you haven't watched it, it's the mermaid video. So I'm going to actually cut her out, and then I'll be pouring straight onto the canvas. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to cut all along, and then I'm going to use the negative space and put it on my painting. Now I'm going to just put tape all along the image. Overlapping a bit to make sure there are no gaps. Okay, now I'm going to cut out the silhouette very carefully around the nose and the lips. I do want to preserve this part, so to be super careful in this section. Well, I managed to cut her out. So now I'm not going to use this one, I'm going to use this part and stick it in the place I want. Kind of wondering where should she be, closer to the... I can do a mock-up using that. How close do I want her to the hand? Maybe like this? That's not bad. Okay, so I want her here. I might even trace her with a pencil. That's what I will do. Why am I tracing with a pencil? Because once I take it off, I'll have to know where to stick it on again, just to show me. Okay, so now, oh, let's see if that works at all. So I'm trying to peel it off, keeping it all in one place. Maybe I should reinforce it a bit, just to be sure that it doesn't move. This tape is pretty strong. It's the painter's tape. Working. Yeah. So now I've got my pencil line, so she's coming. Now this is the most important thing, make sure that the tape is really well stuck. I'm going to use a hairdryer to activate the tape, so to make sure that it adheres properly. Oh, that's hot. Because I'm going to pour on all that area, I've actually decided to use a bit of, just use a brush and go over the edges to make sure that the liquid doesn't seep underneath my tape. So I think that makes sense, just the edge, to prevent any possible sort of leaking. because I do want her to have a crisp edge, and I will be pouring on top of it, but not just so close to this very edge, and the rest will be all poured on. I will also paint the hand, but maybe once I finish this part. So these are basically the same colors as I used for the background, plus I mixed some gold, Arteza gold. My usual mix is 50% of water, 50% of PVA glue, and about 20% of flow gel, and mix it really well till it goes down like runny honey. Nice stream. Now I'm kind of deliberating, should I add a bit of silicone to my swipe color, which will be black? I will swipe with black. I don't want to put silicone to all of black, so maybe I will just use a tiny bit of black, put it here, and add maybe one drop of silicone. Actually I'm not using silicone, I'm using coconut oil serum, and I put 2 tiny drops in here. I'll start with a bit of black here. This is the one without my coconut serum. I'm only trying to be a bit careful not to get under this area. To be honest, it's probably sealed, so I'm sure I'm safe with covering the whole section. Okay, now a bit of red. Quite a lot of gold, and yellow, now I'm adding the black with silicone all along the edge. I've got pieces of paper towel. I'm going to spray with water just to make them a bit damp. I often prepare paper towels, but then I use spatula, but it doesn't matter. We'll see what works. So we'll start with paper towel, and then if that doesn't work too well, I'll use my spatula. Oh, that's nice. Wow, look at the sails. It's awesome. Okay, I'll dip it on. Ah. I'm trying to imitate the hair sort of flowing like this. Well, that's perfect. Last bits. Wow, those cells are insane. Wow. This is almost perfect, but I think she needs a bit more hair going towards her face, so I'm super careful because I want to drag it a bit back. Just a few strands. Really don't want to spoil those lovely cells. Wow, that's probably it. So I'll very quickly paint this section of the hand, just the top section. I'll fix the rest later. All I need is just the palm of her hand. That will do. I thought it would be nice if she was holding just some little flame. Just a little bit of black. And some super careful swipe. Oh. Maybe a bit more yellow. Kind of destroyed the hand, but I will fix it once it's dry. Okay, I think the flame is fine. Yep. I'm applying a bit of black to the hand. I just couldn't wait till it gets dry, which is pretty risky. I'm going to leave one layer and then come back and fix the edges that I messed up slightly. So the idea was that she's kind of blowing fire on her hand. Yep. Just couldn't wait to peel her off. I can see some mistakes now, which actually is easier to fix when the paint is still wet. Almost. Yay. Just a bit of a forehead. Well, I was totally risking it, but I managed to peel it off and then clean the edges. She's still totally wet, so I'm not attempting to make the edges perfect. I will do it once she's dry, but I'll take her for a close-up anyway. Look at all the cells. Oh my goodness. It's actually very difficult filming with this glare. The paint is really thick and wet, so you don't see how deep the red is. Wow, there are like thousands of cells. So she's almost finished. Once she's dry, I will just go along the edges like really carefully. I would really like to know what you think of this painting and the technique perhaps. So it would be awesome if you could leave a comment, and if you enjoyed the video, please press like and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye, see you soon.